Hey everybody, it's your girl Turtle, and I am back with another tier list video. I know it's been a minute since I've made a tier list video, but I just recently finished watching Breaking Bad. I finally finished season 5. Let me just say, before this video goes any further, there is going to be spoilers ahead, so make sure you guys do not watch this video if you have not seen Breaking Bad and you want to, because there will be spoilers. Just saying. Let me just say this, Breaking Bad was phenomenal. I enjoyed it so much. Now, I'm going to give you guys fair warning with this tier list video, because it took me a minute to watch it, because I do work a lot and stuff, so I can only watch, and the episodes are pretty long, like, they're, like, anywhere between, like, 45 minutes, some of them close to an hour if, like, the season finale episodes are. So yeah, it took me a minute with me working and stuff. Now, I want you guys to keep in mind, I do not remember everybody's name. I'm going to try my best. I have some of the names written down, like, not, like, I obviously know the main characters and stuff, like, that's a given, but, like, it's just, like, the characters that were there for, like, a few episodes, like, from, like, the first and second season. I'm probably not gonna remember them very well, just because it's, like, it's been a minute since I've seen them. I might remember some of them, just not all of them, so if I don't know their name, please don't get mad. And if I don't really remember them, I'm probably just gonna put them at the very bottom of the list, just because I don't remember who they are. Just because, like, there's so many characters. There's so many. And, like, this tier list, like, look, they even have characters in here that are, like, that were there for, like, a split second and then died type stuff. That, or you just, like, you're just looking at these faces and it's like, what? Like I said, I remember most of these people, but not all of them. So we're going ahead and get into it. So first... Alrighty. So the way I have the tier rank going is you have the blue meth. So that means, like, they're like they have the Heisenberg blue crack stuff. I don't know why I call it the blue meth. I just decided to name it that. Basically, though, if you were the blue... I probably should change that. I'm going to change it to the blue shit. There we go. There we go. The blue shit. So, basically, characters who have played a significant role that I feel are, like... And it's not just based off of, like... It depends, like, on how long they've been in the show. Did their appearance make or break the show, basically? And just overall how I feel about their person. Like, their character development can be played into this and everything. Then you got Meth Head. So, that means these characters are very important to the show. They're not, like, top tier... But I definitely still love their character, and obviously, like, they add on to, like, the show, you know? Meth, like, the meth's okay, like, you know, it's, whatever. Like, you know, like, they're good characters, they're welcome to the show, but, like, you know, they're not, like, top tier, but, like, they're getting close to there. Then you got the druggy wannabes, so those are the people, like, you know, those characters are, like, the ones who are, like, you know, they add, like, a small significance to the show, but nothing too major. Then we have Weed Smoker Only. These characters are, like, barely, like, acceptable to the show, kind of. Sober as Fuck is, like, these characters, like, I know who they are, but to me, it's, like, these characters don't really make or break the show, or they don't have really a big significance. They were there maybe for, like, a small part, and that's pretty much it. And then... If I don't remember the characters, there's literally a whole, like, right here, I don't remember you well, they will be put there. And I am sorry if I offend you, if these are any of your favorite characters, but to be fair, most of the characters that would be putting into that spot would be, like, characters from, like, the first couple of seasons, probably, or I just don't remember them because they were not memorable enough for me. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so first up, we have Andrea. So, Andrea, if you guys don't know who she was Jesse's, like, second girlfriend in the show, because he actually had another girlfriend, which we'll get into her in a second. Andrea actually did get killed in the show. Like I said, there's going to be spoilers, so if you don't want to hear them, don't watch this video. But she ended up getting killed because at the end of season 5, Jesse got kidnapped and was being forced to make the blue meth, like, the blue stuff, pretty much, the Heisenberg stuff. And their motive to make him do it was her and her son, which is Brock, which is this one right here. So basically, because he tried to escape, they punished him by killing her and told him, like, okay, you still have the kid, which broke him because the girlfriend he had before also died as well. So, to be fair, Jesse is, like, one of my favorite characters, which we'll get into him later when he comes up. But, yeah, it really hurt him. And Andrea, like, I feel like, obviously, she's probably not going to be, like, the top two. But I'm leaning toward putting her in the third category only because, like, she played a significant role because, like, she really, like, kind of, like, was, like, one of those characters, like, that helped develop another character. Like, she really helped Jesse a lot, you know? And especially with her having her son, Brock, it really, like, put a different perspective on Jesse. And without her, there would be no motive for Jesse to make more stuff or for him to even be captured. Because then he wouldn't have done it because he would have told him to kill him. But the only reason why he did it is because he didn't want anything to happen to them. But sadly, something did because she did die. So we're going to put them at meth. Like, they're not, like, the main characters. But, like, these two definitely, like, added a significant role. Because without them, nothing would have happened to Jesse in Season 5. He could have already been escaped. He could have been dead already, you know. It just added that factor. Next, you have one of, what's his name? I gotta think of his name. Badger, I think that's what his name is. Sorry, he has, like, 2 friends in this show, or, like, 3 or whatever. So Badger, he's, like, a character, like, I mean, yeah, they add, like, him, like, Jesse's friends add, like, a significance, but, like, at the same time, it's, like, you know, they don't really make or break the show for me, so, like, it's, like, I couldn't care less if they were in it, but, like, at the same time, they're characters I do remember, because they were there from, like, the beginning to the end, so it's, like, it's hard, so I think I'm gonna put them in Weed Smoker only. Like, they add a small significance to me, but it's, like, you know, yeah, not that big of a deal. Alright, the car wash dude, I don't even remember his name, that's the funny part. I do not like him, but, like, he does add a significance because without him, they wouldn't own the car wash they have because eventually, Skylar and Walt end up buying a car wash, and the car wash they buy is this guy. But if you guys ever watched the show, he did not want to sell it to them originally because Walt and him had, like, a situation where Walt did something. It was, like, really funny, which I'm not going to say what. Like, I'm not going to spoil everything, because it's, like, at the very beginning, so if you guys are, like, watching it, yeah. But it was really funny. But yeah, this guy, he adds a small significance, but he's not, like, super up there, so I'm going to add him to the Weed Smoker only area. Okay. Why can I not remember who this is? Who is this? I don't know who that is. I feel like I do. Is it the guy in the junkyard that, like, was keeping, yeah, that was keeping Jesse's, like, thing overnight and stuff? Okay, you know, I'm gonna put him in the Weed Smokers only because I remember his character a little bit. Not too much, but I feel like he does add, like, a significance because of, like, some of the scenes took a lot of place over there. Oh my gosh, you have one of Jesse's friends. Now, this guy, I don't remember his actual name in the show. What is his name? I feel like I know it, but then I don't know it. Like, my brain cannot process what his name was. And I don't even have it written down, I don't think. So that makes it harder. My apologies, people. My apologies. Okay, so this guy, though, he died in the show, and it really hurt Jesse, because it was one of his, like, really close friends. Like, out of all his friends, I feel like he was closer to him, and, like, it really hurt. We're gonna put him in druggy wannabe because it really adds, like, a significance. Because he's actually the friend, like, you know, that adds to Jesse's character development. Because after he passed away, it really, like, hit hard on Jesse. So, like, I feel like it added, like, more to Jesse's character development. Oh, you have the Salamanca twins. These guys came into the show. That was very interesting because they tried to kill the DEA person, Hank. Because of what happened in the show. Like I said, you guys would have to watch it. Now, I feel like they added a pretty significant role. Not a big one, so they'll go up here. Because, like, without them, the whole situation with Hank being hospitalized and him not being able to walk wouldn't have happened. You know, it was a very interesting thing. Alright. Next, you have... Which, those two did die in the show, by the way. Just saying. And it was funny how both of them died. Like, it was kind of funny. Then you got this lady, I don't remember her name, but she works for Gus. She's like the, I guess, the manager at the chicken place that he owns and stuff, at the main one that you see in the show. I don't feel like she really adds much of a significance, like, honestly, in my opinion. So she's gonna go to Sober as Fuck, because I just really don't care. Who is this guy? I don't remember you. I'm sorry. Isn't this the guy, like, this guy right here, I can't remember his name for the life of me, but isn't he the guy, like, it was part of the cartel, I believe, and he was like, oh, he was the one that I think that tried to offer the drink to Jesse, but Gus told him no, because he knew what was in the drink, because he was taking them all out and stuff, and Gus even had to drink it, and that's why he tried to throw up and stuff or whatever. This guy, I feel like, he can go to weed only. Like, his character, it's okay to me. It's like, whatever. Jesse's old partner. I don't know his name either. We're gonna go to Sober as Fuck because it's like, his character really don't add a significant difference to me. Really, I really don't have much to say about him, which is really sad. Alright, next you have Liddy. Liddy is, if you don't know who Saul is in the show, Saul is the lawyer for Jesse and Walt. And Liddy happens to be, like, his, like, secretary or whatever, like, the one who answers all the phone calls and puts people through and stuff. Her character's actually pretty freaking funny. I'm gonna really probably put her at a druggy wannabe because, like, she makes me laugh with the things that she says. And, you know, her character's, like, snarky and stuff. And, like, I just like her personality. It's funny. So I'm gonna put her in druggy wannabe because her character's pretty memorable, but it's, like, not, like, up there. I have not put anybody in the top 2 yet. Where are these characters at? Oh, Gale. Gale, oh my gosh. Gale's death actually made me very sad. Because Gale, like, was, like, so innocent. Like, he was just trying to cook. And trying to make some money, and he got killed. Made me very sad. And it's sad because the person who killed him, which is Jesse, that makes it even harder because Jesse is one of my favorite characters in the show. Gale, though, I'm going to put him at MF because he's not, like, the top tier, but, like, we'll put him above, oh, whoops. We'll put him, like, above everybody right here because he's, like, under, like, the main spectrum for me. But he was only in the show for a short period of time. I feel like if he would have been in longer, he would have gotten, like, in the top 2 because his character was just, like, mwah. And without him, Hank wouldn't have found out about, Walt cooking, even though Walt is the one who left the book on the toilet. Technically, it came from Gale. So, Gale kind of, like, screwed Walt over a little bit. Alright, this is the DEA right here. Both of these characters. The first guy right here. I don't remember his name, but I know he's, like, part of the DEA. But I don't really remember him really well. So, we're just going to put him here in the Sober as Fuck because I really don't care. Gomez. Gomez is super cool. Gomez is the partner to Hank. Gomez is pretty funny. He tries to keep Hank straight because, like, Hank be doing some shady stuff sometimes. And I feel like Gomez is, like, the partner that tries to keep him on a better, like, track and stuff and make sure he's okay. I feel like Gomez goes to druggy wannabe. Like, he's not on the top tiers, but, like, his character does add, like, a small significance to me. Alrighty. Let's see. Who do we have next? It looks like, what's his face? Elliot. Elliot, if you don't know who Elliot is, he was actually one of the partners that Walt had back before he, like, became a teacher or cooking his meth and all that stuff. He was partnered with him and the girl Gretchen, which Gretchen and Elliot are married in the show. And Walt ended up selling his part of the business for, like, a good portion of money. But over time, Gretchen and Elliot's business, their thing, bloomed, basically. And made, like, so much money. And it, like, obviously it made it Walt mad. Like, he was so mad. So I feel like his character adds a significance a little bit. Just not a lot. Only because without them two, Which I need to find her and just add her real quick. Where is she? Where is Gretchen? Where is Gretchen? Gretchen. Is Gretchen not on the list? What? They didn't even put Gretchen on here. That's pretty sad. Wow, they didn't even add her on here. But anyway, though, him and her will be put right there, though, if she was on this tier list. Because they add, like, a small significance to Walt. Because, like, with, like, you know, it kind of, like, pushed him over because of, like, wanting money more. Especially knowing how successful they became, you know, off of, like, ideas and things that he contributed, basically. If that makes sense. Oh, man. It's the man of the hour. It is Gus. Gus is literally one of my favorite characters in the show. He is introduced in season 3 and 4. And when he died, like, I didn't cry, but, like, his death scene was, like, freaking awesome, man. Like, you guys have no idea how awesome his death was. I loved it. But his character adds a huge significance, because if you guys don't know, Gus is someone who owns, like, different things. Like, he owns, like, a chicken place. He owns, like a laundry, like, mat kind of thing or whatever, like, and stuff. But under all that, he's actually part of the cartel a little bit. Like, he, like, sells drugs to the cartel and stuff. And that's where Walt and him come in together. Basically, he hired Walt in to make Walt's blue stuff, and then he would sell it, and that's how he got introduced to Gale. But then eventually, he had Jesse come back and help him. And then Gus realized that Walt is danger to the business, and when he felt threatened by him, he made it very clear, and then Walt ended up killing him. And the way he killed him was freaking awesome. Even though I loved his character, like, the way he went out was just, like, perfect. I loved it. Anyway, I will get into that further, though, when I get into the character that's about to come up in a minute. But Gus adds a huge part factoring for why I love this show so much. So he obviously gets to have the first blue shit spot. Because he is awesome. Alright. Now we have Hank. Hank is Walt's brother-in-law. How they are brother-in-laws is because because of Walt's wife, Skylar, is married... sorry, I just said that wrong. My brain just, like... Sorry. Walt is married to Skylar. Skylar has a sister named Marie, and Marie is married to Hank, which therefore makes them brother-in-laws. Hank is the DEA, which makes it really funny because Walt is basically a criminal mastermind, and literally for like over a year, Hank literally did not know until season 5 that it was Walt. And the only reason why he found out is because, like I said earlier, Walt left a book on the toilet while Hank was about to, like, I guess, poop or whatever. And he was trying to find something to read, because, you know, some guys, and even females, like, we like to read or look on our phones when we're using the bathroom, because, like, it makes the process faster sometimes, and it keeps us occupied. And the book he pulls up, after he pulls up a couple magazines, was a book from Gale, and it had the same, like signing off and stuff as something else that he's already looked into. And it was crazy, guys. You would have to watch. Hank gets to be put in meth head because he adds a huge significance, because it's like the whole entire show he's trying to find this dude, and all along it was his brother-in-law. Like, that is crazy. And sadly, rest in peace, Hank did die in the show. He died in season 5. He did not die from Walt. He ended up dying from Walt's hitman, sadly. And it was really sad, because when he died, I actually was, like, a little upset about it. I actually went silent for a couple seconds. Or actually, like, a minute, probably. I just couldn't, like, put that together, like, they just shot him. Because he was just one of those characters. And actually, his partner right here, Gomez, this one right here, he actually got shot, too. They both died at around the same time, at the same place. And they ended up getting buried together. So, yeah. So, Hank gets added to the meth head because he's not my favorite character, but, like, he definitely adds a significance to the show, in my opinion. So, he definitely gets to be put up there. Oh, man. Oh, man. Hector Salamanca. Hector, I believe, is the uncle, or... Wait, I think it's uncle to Tuco and the Salamanca twins, which Hector has, like, a significant role to me. He's the guy who can't even talk. He, like, presses, like, a bell on his chair, like, his wheelchair, to, like, say yes and no, basically, and all that. And it's really cool. Like, yes is, like, if you hit the bell, and no is if you don't touch it at all. Even though he cannot talk, he adds a pretty good thing to the show, because he's actually the reason why Walt was able to kill Gus. So, how he did it, there was a bomb attached to Hector's chair, like at the bottom of it, and Hector made it seem like he went to the DEA to spill the beans about Gus, and Gus is about cleaning up loose ends, and Gus and Hector already have, like, bad blood with each other, because Hector killed Gus's, like, friend, like, one of his, like, close friends when he was younger, and therefore Gus wanted revenge, so he ended up killing off all his family members and, like, the cartel and stuff, and basically no family was left except for Hector, which he wanted him to, like, suffer first, and then he'd be killed off later or whatever. Well, because he was spilling the beans to the DEA, which he actually didn't, he just made it look like he did, Gus went to go kill him. And I guess Gus, like, usually Gus is, like, a step ahead of everything, but not this time. And when Hector was hitting his bell, you couldn't hear it, like, ding correctly. And when Gus actually finally realized what was happening, he stood up and screamed, and then boom, explosion. And when he walked out of the room, like, even Gus actually got up and walked out of the room. Literally half of his face was skeleton, while the other half of it was his face. He kind of looked like Aquaman Jr., basically, AJ, from Jeff Dunham, like, where he's, like, half and half of a skeleton and half of a human, basically. And then the last thing he does before he actually, like, falls, he fixes his tie like he always does, which was really cool on Gus's end. But Hector adds, like, a significance for that, but, like, he's not one of my favorite characters, so he's going to MF because his character does add a small significance to me, and it was just like he was a part of something that, like, happened, you know. Alrighty, little Holly. Holly is so cute. I don't care how you guys feel. Holly is getting added to Meth Head, okay? She is so freaking cute. Like, she gets by just off of her cuteness. Her blue eyes kill me every time I see her. I love little Holly. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I'm just making sure I'm doing... Okay, so next, we have, I think his name is, what, Huel? Something like that? This guy. Huel, Weed Smoker only. Like, his character's okay. Like, I don't think it really makes or breaks me with the show, but, like, he has, like, a small little role. So, he'll go there. He's not, like, one of my favorites, though. Alright. Next is Uncle Jack. So, Uncle Jack is... The only reason why I say uncle is because he's the uncle of Todd, and Todd is somebody who is working for, Jesse and Walt when they were cooking after Gus had passed away. And basically Jack is a hitman. He's actually the one who killed Hank and Gomez. But he adds, like, a small significance in my opinion. So I think I'm going to have to put him in MF because, like, you know, without him being there, it wouldn't, like, add, like, the emotional factor of, like, Hank being dead, because everybody thought Walt did it, because no one else was there except for Jesse, Walt, Hank, Gomez, and then, of course, Todd, Jack, and, like, his crew, basically. So, you know. So we're gonna put him there. Alrighty. Next. We have Jane. Jane was Jesse's, like, first real relationship girlfriend. She really added a significant part to the show, though. Not because, like, her character is, like, a main one, but because her death really hit Jesse because they were talking about, like, future plans with each other. And how she died was really sad. So, in the show, she was actually sober off of drugs, basically. She was going to, like, these, like, talks and stuff. And, you know, Jesse was going through a lot. And he was, like, basically doing drugs. And she wasn't able to do them because of what she was in recovery and stuff. And he told her just to leave. But then she changed her mind and decided to do them with him anyway. Eventually, one night, she ended up... And funny thing is, Walt did not help because he was there. He could have helped stop it. Because he was, like, there to talk to Jesse, I guess, or whatever. But she ended up throwing up and then choking on her own throw up, basically, because of her being on drugs. And Jesse found her the next morning dead. Now, people are going to be like, oh, why didn't he hear her choking or throwing up? Well, you got to keep in mind, they're on drugs. Like, he was out cold, you know. But her death really added, like, a significant factor to Jesse because he actually got sober from drugs because of her. I mean, I think he actually went back to them eventually, but he was clean for a while. He looked healthier and stuff, and he did it because of her, basically. He was trying to do better for her. So, she gets added to the end myth because her character does add, like, a significance to me. Because Jesse's character development started with her, I feel like. And, like, it just kept getting better from there. This is Jane's dad. I don't remember his name. He doesn't really add much of a significance to me, so I'm going to put him down here. Just because I don't really see that he adds really much. I mean, it's her dad, you know. You know, even if her dad wasn't around, like, it wouldn't really make a difference. Alrighty. So at least there's, like, one in every category, right? Yeah, there is. Okay, cool. Jesse! I love Jesse. Jesse gets put up at the top. At first, I didn't like him. I did not like him at all in season 1. I thought he was, like, an arrogant asshole. But eventually, he kind of just grew on me. Like, seeing him, how he interacts with kids and stuff and all that, he just, like, really changed my perspective on him, basically. And I actually just kind of, like, not fell in love with his character. That's kind of weird. But, like, I fell for his character. Like, just watching him, like, go through everything he went through, and he just, like, it's like he was just ready to give up, and it's just, it hurt watching him. Jesse just, like, really adds, like, he really makes the show for me, honestly, like, besides Gus, like, I just love him. Alright, then you have, Mike's granddaughter, which I haven't gotten to Mike yet, so sorry about that. Mike's granddaughter, it was really sad because Mike was trying to, like, he works for Gus, and he was trying to basically leave money for her, and it got taken away 2 times to Uncle Sam, so it really hurt him because, like, he wasn't even hardly getting money for himself, he was doing it for her for when she got older. It was, like, pretty much like a trust kind of thing, so she adds, like, a small significant role, and she's, oh, sorry, and she's, like, really cute. I think I'm gonna put her, like, in Druggy Wannabe, just because it's, like, her character adds a small significance. Man, oh man, Crazy 8. I have not seen you since season 1, my friend. Crazy 8 is, one of the first villains that you ever get introduced to. So, basically, he was the one that was holding them hostage until they showed him how to make the blue shit. And he ended up getting locked downstairs in Jesse's basement, and Walt would feed him and stuff like that, and give him water, let him use the bathroom. And him and Walt actually had, like, a heart-to-heart and stuff, and it really, like, had, like this really emotional, like, thing with each other. But eventually Walt decided he was gonna free him because, you know, he was, like, he felt for him, and he felt like he could trust him. Well, when he went to go throw away this broken plate that when he pulled it out of the trash, he noticed there was a piece missing, and it was like a sharp corner piece, like a big piece that was like kind of sharp at the end. And he realized that Crazy 8 still had it, and it was going to try to kill him. So he ended up choking him to death with the Because the way they had him locked up downstairs, he was, like, around, like, a support beam. And he had, like, a thing around his neck, basically, to keep him still. So, I feel like he adds, like, a pretty small significance to the show. Because it's, like, I don't know. His character, I liked it. You know. Like, when you get to, like, know him better, it was, like, really cool. In my opinion. I believe his name is Kubi, right? Kubi? Kubi is the same as this guy. Because, like, they're, like, partners. I just don't really have a significance for him. So, whatever. This guy, I don't remember. So, my apologies, everybody. I think that might have been Jesse's friend. I might be wrong, though. Not Jesse's. Walt Jr.'s friend. I don't remember, though. So, my apologies. Alright. Next, we have Lydia. I do not like Lydia. Even though she adds, like, a small significance to the show, I do not like her at all. Her character is just... ugh. I swear. But she does add a significance, so we're going to put her in the drug wannabe, like, right under the M-meth. Like, if it wasn't for the fact I do not like her character, it probably would have been higher. Just saying. Alright, next we have Marie. Marie is the wife of Hank, this guy up here. This guy, yeah. And the sister of Skylar. Marie's character, I didn't like her at first, so she's, like, kind of iffy with me, because, like, she would steal things. Like, for the baby shower or whatever, she got, like, this... She gave Skylar, because she was pregnant in, like, the first couple... Like, the first, like, in, like, second season or whatever. And she ended up giving her, like, this little tiara that was, like, super expensive. Come to find out, when Skylar went to go return it, it was stolen. And she would also went to open houses and steal from them, too. But at the same time, her character does play a significant role. So I'm going to put her in the M-Myth. But she's not, like, one of my favorites, if that makes sense. So. I don't know who that is. I forgot. I am sorry. Everybody's going to hate me. I'm sorry. Mike! Oh my gosh, I love Mike! Mike is going up here. Alright? Simple as that. I love Mike. Mike is the one who has the granddaughter I was talking about, which is her right here. He tried to leave her money and it got taken twice. He actually died in the show, which really made me... It actually... You can ask... You could, like... Hold on. I almost, like, wanted to tear up. Just now, I'm telling you guys, when Mike died, I cried. He is actually one character, but if Jesse would have died, I probably would have cried for him too. But, like, Mike's death made me cry, guys. Because, like, he didn't even get to leave money for his granddaughter. Because it got taken 2 times. 2. And it really hurt because, like, he couldn't even do anything about financial for her before he died. And guess who killed him? Freaking Walt. Walt just had to shoot him. I am very upset. Like, you guys have no idea how much that hurt me. That he, like, got killed. Like, it hurt so bad. But he gets put up there because Mike adds, like, a huge significance to the show for me. And I love his character. I really do. Alright, next we have, I don't know who you are. You look familiar, but my brain's like, I don't remember you. So we're going to put you down here, as I don't remember. Okay, Jesse's parents. I don't know. I'm going to add them as sober as fuck. They really don't make or break anything for me. It's like, whatever. They kind of treated Jesse like shit. Even when he got his shit together. Like, they just didn't, I feel like they could have done more to help him. And it's like they chose not to because he's a druggie. And I'm like... You should always love your kids. Like, I get you don't like the path they're going down, but, like, you not supporting or helping them really doesn't help either. Call Saul! Saul! Which, I gotta watch that still. You Better Call Saul. I'm gonna have to watch that still, because I really want to. I haven't watched that yet. Saul, I feel like, is in Meth Head. He's funny. But, like, I feel like he's not, like, a main character. I'll put him above Holly just because his character does add a huge significance to the show. But he's not one of my favorite characters. He kind of annoys me sometimes, but he is kind of funny. You know, like I said, he's the lawyer to Jesse and Walt. So he does play, like, a small factor in the show, but, like, nothing, like, not, like, a main person for me. But, like, he's definitely, like, under the main, though, in my opinion. Skinny Pete. Skinny Pete is also a friend of Jesse's, like Badger is. So I'm gonna probably put him down there with Badger, just because I feel like they don't really add much to me. Like, they're just his friends, I guess. And they're also like, back when, sorry, my nose is kind of stuffy. Back when, like, Walt and Jesse were selling it on their own before they were trying to get someone else to sell it, like, or having, like, partners with other people, like, they would have Skinny Pete and Badger work for them and, like, basically sell the drugs. So they had, like, a small portion, but, like, nothing too major for me. Sorry. Alrighty. Next, Skylar. Skylar is Walt's wife. So, she did some shady shit, but to be fair, I can't really, like, there was a lot. So, well, let me take a pause. Sorry about that, guys. I need to blow my nose real quick because, like, my allergies have been acting up, so my nose has been kind of stuffy, so my apologies. Like I said, Skylar, she's, like, a good character, but, like, when she found out about Walt, like, what he was doing, because Walt was trying to keep it a secret from his family, but Skylar's not stupid. She knew something was up. She just didn't know, like, he was doing, like making, like, you know, cooking drugs and selling them. But, like, she thought he was cheating on her because how she found out about everything is when he went in, but he was, like, under, like, you know, like, the gas or whatever, basically. Because, like, Walt actually ended up having lung cancer in the show, which is funny because he don't even smoke. So, like, he did chemo and treatments and all that kind of stuff. Well, when they went in to do, I guess, surgery or whatever, they had him on, like, that laughing gas kind of shit. And, you know, he don't know what he's saying and stuff. And she asked him about his phone, and he said, which one? Which means he has two. Because he does. And she thought he was cheating on her. Well, coming to find out, he had eventually spilled the beans to her about what he was doing. And she at first reacted, like, a bad way. But eventually she actually became his partner a little bit, but she didn't really like it. But I feel like she did. She was, like, off and on with the situation. And she also ended up cheating on Walt because of what happened. The funny thing is, he never cheated on her, though. He never cheated. But she ended up cheating on him with the guy that's actually next to her, this guy right here, Ted. So, Skylar, I'm going to add her to, like, meth because, like, her character, like, definitely adds, like, a role to the show, but, like, at the same time, she's not, like, top tier. Ted can go down here. Sorry. Ted, you can go down here. Weed smoker only. Like, his character adds, like, a little significance, but, like, nothing too major. It's just the guy that Skylar ended up cheating on Walt with, basically. So, yeah. Then you got Todd. Todd, it's like, I like his character, but then I don't like his character. He ended up dying at the very last episode from Jesse, which Jesse definitely owed it to him because he is the one who shot his girlfriend or whoever she is, Andrea, and it really hurt Jesse, like I said. So he basically got his revenge because he had handcuffs around his, like, hands, and he ended up choking Todd to death. Todd also killed this little boy on this, like, little bike or whatever, and it really hurt too. There was actually two kids on a bike. There was, like, one kid who worked for the, like, druggy people, like the cartel and stuff, who would shoot people, and then you had this other kid who's, like, on a dirt bike. Well, Todd ended up shooting the kid on the dirt bike, and he didn't even have any hesitation about it because the only reason he shot him is because the kid possibly saw them doing some illegal stuff because they were taking some methylene from, like, the train or whatever. And Todd didn't want to take any chances, so he, like, shot the kid. And it really hurt Jesse, because Jesse has, like, a soft spot for, like, kids, and it's like, how can you just shoot someone, like, so innocent like that without even thinking about it? Todd was just trying to cover their asses, but, you know. Todd's character, though, he's pretty sweet, though. He has, like, a very sweet personality, and he seems like he has heart sometimes, but sometimes he doesn't. So I'm gonna add him to MF. Like, his character, like, adds a small significance, but it's, like, not super big for me. This is the kid that shot this guy right here. And after Jesse basically told Gus that he doesn't want, like, and Walt agreed that they don't want kids working for, like, him and stuff, they ended up killing the kid, sadly. Because I guess he saw too much. He doesn't really add too much of a significance for me. I'm gonna add him to, like, drug wannabe. Alright. This guy, I know he's, like, part of the... I know who he is, pretty much, but it's at the same time, it's like, I really don't care. Like, he's not that big. Oh my gosh, Tuco! I almost forgot Tuco existed. Guys, it's Tuco. Tuco is, like, not the first villain that Walt had encountered, but he's, like, one of the bigger ones. Like, he's, the first big villain. Tuco was the first guy that they were, like, gonna, like, deal with like drugs and stuff. And Tuco actually ended up getting shot and stuff, and he ended up dying eventually. Tuco, though, his character was definitely crazy. I actually liked his character, so I'm gonna add him to the meth, because his character, I feel like, added like a small significance, but nothing too like crazy. But I definitely liked his character. Like, it was awesome. Just saying. Okay, let's see. Oh, man. There's a lot of people, guys. A lot of people. You guys have no idea. Alrighty, who's next? I think we're getting to the end of the list. I'm gonna do this lady, because I really don't care for her. Like, honestly, like, I really don't care. She was just the druggy girl that Jesse was, like, sleeping with and stuff before he, like, got a girlfriend and stuff. So I really don't like her. I don't really think she adds anything to the show, really, at all. I just wanted to get her out of the way. Ooh, man, oh man, you got Tyrus. Tyrus was one of Gus's, like, right-hand mans. He actually died in the room with Gus when Hector did the whole bomb thing with Walt, because it was Walt's idea, but Hector played along with it, so Hector could basically kill out Gus for everything he did to him. And like I said, Tyrus is like a really cool character role, so I'm gonna put him in MF, because like he's not like the top tier, but like he's definitely like up there. So yeah, but his character definitely adds like a good significance. Okay. Then you have Victor. Victor was another one of Gus's men. Funny thing is, Gus actually killed Victor. It was really funny. Victor actually learned how to make the blue stuff a little bit, because he was, like, watching Walt do it. And it was, like, really freaking funny. Like, he, like, took out, like, a knife or whatever, I think it was, or something like that. And Gus literally, like, cut his throat open. And he bled everywhere. Basically, he did it, though, to send them a message and prove a point. It's like, don't think I will not do this to you. To Jesse and Walt, basically. And I was not expecting him to do that, because it's like one of his men. But someone had to, like, pay for the consequences of, like, what happened in the show. So, sadly, Victor, you were it. Sorry, dude. Victor, though, like, I feel like he's in a druggy wannabe, because, like, his character doesn't add, like, a huge significance to me. But, like, he does play a small role. Walt Jr. Walt Jr. obviously is Walt's son and Skylar's son. Walt Jr. is really funny. I actually like his character a lot. I think he's, like, super funny. I'm gonna put him in MF, but I'm gonna put him, like, at the top, because I actually like his character, but I don't think he's, like one of the main people I like a lot. Sorry, my tongue twisted on that. I don't know, yeah. Walt Jr., like, the way he talks to his parents is funny to me, and they let him do it, which is even funnier to me. But yeah, no, his character definitely plays a significant role, like, I like it. And, of course, last but not least, the main character of the whole freaking show, Walter White. Walt, literally, okay, so I have a love-hate relationship with Walt, like, because he's a main character. So, no, you have to love him sometimes. You know, I like that the reason why he even started doing what he was doing was because, one, he was trying to pay for his chemo treatment, because they didn't have enough to cover it with insurance and their own money. And then, secondly, most of the money he was trying to make was just so his kids could have it for, like, in the future for, like, college and stuff like that. Because, you know, he ends up having 2 kids, which is Walt Jr. and then they had Holly. And, but I also have a hate relationship towards him because of the things he has done to, like, other people. He poisoned Brock, the little boy that Jesse loved so much. He freaking put Jesse through so much. He made Jesse shoot Gale, which made me upset. He shot freaking Mike, which pissed me off. Just saying. So, Walt doesn't get to go in the blue ship. Even though he's the one who invented it and he's one of the main characters, I don't care how you guys feel. Walt has done some stuff that has made me not like him so much. Like, I still like his character because without him, there's no show because, you know, he's the main character. But at the same time, it's like, his character itself, there's things that he has done that is unacceptable and unforgivable, guys. Like, it's just no. Especially Mike. Especially when he killed Mike. So, Walt doesn't get to go at the top. He gets to go at the top of the meth head. He's, like, right under the blue ship, but he's not quite there. You know how in the show, the purity of the blue stuff that they made? Like, how Walt would have it at, like, a 99? No. He's, like, at an 80. These people up here, like them, they're at the 90 area. Him? No. He's like at an 89. He's like right there at the 90, but like he's really not. He's like a little percentage off from even being 90. And he did it to himself because he made me super mad. Like he would threaten Skylar if she said anything. You know, he put Jesse through a lot too, which made me really sad. Just saying. But yeah. That is my tier list. So, like, hold on real quickly before I end this. Walt did have lung cancer, so I did feel bad for him in the show a little bit. And, you know, like, some of the people he killed, I really didn't care as much that he killed them or, like, they died. Like, they made a good part of the show, but it's like, if they died, it's like, whatever. Even Gus. Like, even though Gus is, like, one of my favorite characters, like, honestly, like, I'm gonna reroute this. Jesse goes at the very top. Jesse's my favorite. Actually, I'm gonna put Mike above Gus, too. Nothing against Gus, but, like, out of the 3, those 2 are, like, over him. But, like, even when he killed Gus, I didn't feel emotional when he killed Gus because I knew it was gonna happen. I just had that feeling eventually Gus was gonna die. But people like Mike, I was not expecting to die at all. And when he shot him, I literally felt so much hatred for Walt. Just saying. And I keep saying that. But yeah, here is my list. I'm not really going to reorganize it. I'm only going to reorganize these top characters, which I already did. I like how Holly's just sitting up here. Everybody's going to, like, question me about the Holly thing. You guys just don't understand. I love kids, and when I see her, it's just like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. But yeah, this is my tier list. You guys do not have to agree with it. I really don't care. This is how I feel about the characters, and I'm sorry if I offended anybody, and I'm sorry if I forgot about characters that you guys actually like that are at the very bottom. But this is how the cookie's gonna crumble. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys leave a like on the video. Make sure you guys comment down below who is your #1 favorite character in the whole entire show. Mine was Jesse. I love Jesse. Like, he probably was definitely my favorite. Like, at first in season 1, it was, like, iffy, but, like, as he, like, grew, he just caught me. That's, you know, it's, like, one of those things. But, yeah. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit the bell for post notifications so you guys don't miss a video by me. Make sure you guys watch Breaking Bad. It's a great freaking show. I think anybody would actually enjoy this show. It has, like, a good aspect, like, the storyline, everything is just, the characters, all of it, just awesome. But I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!